All right, y'all. So Luca Dokkan compiled this data for me about the premium banners of 2024 ranked in terms of how well they sold. And I wanted to go ahead and cover this just because I think it's an interesting topic and it'll be nice to see, maybe some certain banners sold better than we would think. Maybe it could be dependent on how good the units are and things like that. I think plays a really big factor. But we'll see exactly how this ranking goes, and we're gonna go through this little banners tab. It's probably gonna be a lot of back and forth here between this tab, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. And honestly, I think the top few selections aren't gonna be like anything surprising. We're probably gonna see like worldwide, Tanabata, things like that. But I'm more interested in actually Loki the monthly Dokkan Fest, like how well they do, even compared to like Golden Week or Sane Day, or like because like these major celebrations will be always where they pick the biggest options and things like that. But it'll be nice to see, maybe if like even Slug, could have potentially sold well, right? I'm very interested to see. But we start things off with Broly and Gogeta here, and I mean, this makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of hype around these banners, part one of the anniversary, making just complete, like, how do I explain it? Just like mini reset of the game, I guess you could say, is a good, nice way to put it. But like, this was so exciting, and I feel like you could tell the excitement around this. And again, this is a JP only list, by the way. This is about JP revenue and things like that. But this was the return of the Dokkan Fest Carnival format that we saw during Worldwide of 2022. So this is the first time that they actually did bring this format back, and it did work very well. Of course, as you can see, as we're continuing now to get the Dokkan Festival X Carnival banner format, which in my opinion is probably the best format in terms of excitement for sure. So yeah, again, this being ranked number one, it's Gogeta Broly. It's the first time that we've gotten cards for at least, like, I guess Gogeta we got for the 5th anniversary and technically the 7th anniversary, but it's the first time since 2018 we got a full power Super Saiyan Broly, and Gogeta Blue with the Dokkan original animation would always be just an exciting character to summon for. So let's hop into number two. Oh, really? Actually, the part two worldwide banners, huh? That's a pretty... Actually, I know, like, we shouldn't be surprised by how well some of these banners sell exactly, but the part two worldwide banners specifically, that I do really find that interesting, especially compared to, I would have assumed, like, maybe even Beast Gohan would have sold better, or part one worldwide. But part two, huh? I mean, this is the return of the let me take a look here. Let's see who specifically is returning on this banner. I guess Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, so not really anything crazy, but Gogeta Blue is coming back here for the first time. It probably really is just because of the fact that maybe do the JP player base, do they find like this like movie, this is movie 10, right? Yeah, do they find movie 10 more exciting than movie 8? Is that it? Interesting. If anyone knows in the comment section, like, like how the JP player base feels about movie 10 compared to movie 8. I mean, the animations for these characters are really good, and I do think I want to point out this Gohan is really good too. I mean, Broly was also very strong. The part one units, though, it's like they're all good though, so it's like, I don't know. This is definitely interesting. I would have expected this to get 3 or 4 rather than 2. Is kind of like the little surprise I have there. Okay, I mean, hey, this animation is so clean. That's probably why. I mean, it's the first time we have the family Kamehameha voiced, and like, we did have a voice, actually, never mind, the Tech LR Gohan and Goten. But to be fair, I remember Tech LR Broly, when he came out in Global first, JP players were like very upset. So I could see like the Int Broly is like a big reason why it's sold, honestly. Probably that Int Broly. 3rd anniversary part 2, yeah. So the Broly movie did beat the Beast Gohan banners, huh? I think if we go to 15 here, we should be able to pull it up. Yeah, Beast Gohan and the Gammas. I mean, definitely the Gamma's finish skill is so good, but I would probably argue it's definitely a lot because of Beast Gohan. This is a character we've been waiting for a very long time. The 6th anniversary characters, EZAs, basically did happen a little after. Like these two characters are very powerful on their EZA. It's also the first return of Ajo Blue Vegito, but I don't know if that's a reason why people are like, oh, I want to summon. It's definitely Beast Gohan. The Gammas are definitely played the role though, for sure. I love the Gammas. Again, not really surprised. And then, okay, for 4 and 5 and 6, okay, this is just back to back to back. Worldwide Part 1 banners, UI sign banner, Tanabata. So, like, again, yeah, we're looking at the worldwide banner specifically. I guess we could bring this up as well. The Tanabata Tech UI banner, the normal Tech UI banner, and then we have worldwide Part 1 here, which was these two right here. So it was ranked in this order, right? So the actual UI banner technically made more money than the Tanabata banner, but the Tanabata banner itself at 6, huh? And again, this is more so about the sales that are, I assume how they track this is like the amount of money that they make during this period. I would assume that if that's the case, these two do overlap. So that definitely, like, these two overlap a week, right? And the LR Part 2 banner drops like on the 21st, like a few weeks after actually. So I'm thinking that a lot of this guy's money that he made is potentially attributed to this, because I don't think there's not a way that they could like get the data of like, oh, this person summoned specifically in this banner. It's how much money the game made during that time. So I think that's something to go ahead and consider. But I mean, yeah, the top 5 selling banners being the main celebrations of the year. Who would have thought, right? Who's shocked? And I don't think anyone's really shocked there. But now we start getting into T-War banners, right? Golden Week Dual Dokkan Festival actually sold pretty good too, right? That was a Super Saiyan 3 Goku and a Fat Buu, right? And they are also very powerful. I think the Majin Buu Saga team, especially at that, you know, even on the original release, this team was really good. But I would also say, like, it got so much better throughout the year too. So the value of these summoning for these characters was so good at the time of release, right? And then just continue to get, honestly, even more impactful. Daima Dual Dokkan Fest, I feel like this at 8 is fair. Again, it is another Dual Dokkan Festival, and I don't think there's another. Is there another Dual Dokkan Fest I'm missing? I don't think so. I think that's the last Dual Dokkan Fest. So Daima did sell the worst out of all the Dual Dokkan Fest banners, which is interesting in the fact that, I guess, you know, there's definitely people saving for anniversary. But usually this Dual Dokkan Fest for New Year's does quite well because they drop really good sales, even better than like Golden Week, right? And even better than like Tanabata probably. Like New Year's sales are a lot of times like the second best sales of the year probably, compared to, even I think anniversary probably has the best sales of the year, but New Year's has like the second best for sure, I feel like. But there it is. And then we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks at 9, huh? He is a double rates banner, huh? I think we can go ahead and go to here probably. It's Black Friday, actually. Yeah, there he is right there. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Really sold that well. I think a lot of people also probably were expecting Super Vegito for anniversary. Guess what happened? Gotenks does fit that team. Gotenks is a really good option in that team, I would say. He is just so good, this Gotenks. So Carnival Jiren, huh? At 10? Above like Saiyan Day Vegeta even? Like, Jiren sold that well, did he? I actually wouldn't have expected Jiren to be this high. Like, you know, it's like all these Saiyan banners, and then Jiren's just right there. It's like all these like Super Saiyans and things like that, and they have full power Jiren up here. I mean, full power Jiren is very strong, keep that in mind. It is the return of these guys too. This is a very cool card, honestly, and I wonder how good they are right now. Are they on any like relevant 200% lead? Like, are they on any of the new teams? I guess I should say. I guess we want to be able to see here. They're on the new. See, are they on this team? Earthbird Fighters? No, they're not. They're not on the full buff for that team. That's the only team that they would be on for that. So, okay, but still, because I was thinking like, imagine them with Super Saiyan 4 Goku support. You know, they get the extra reduction. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is like the Path to Power Good Goku, like revamp, right? Almost. Saiyan Day Vegeta. So Saiyan Day Vegeta is basically, I mean, he is like a more hype celebration to like, you know, given a Saiyan Day compared to usual. But at the end of the day, he's still basically just a TUR banner, right? At the end of the day, I mean, it is the return of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? The Tanabata unit usually does return. So if you're waiting for Teki Goku to return, this is where, like, the Saiyan Day banner this year would be where Teki Goku does return to. I mean, this banner wasn't particularly great, but Vegeta was good. So, I mean, he still probably is very relevant right now. You could definitely take that guy. Like, these longer fights, Vegeta's probably better now because these fights are way longer, right? These newer fights. So, Slug. Wow. Slug. I love Slug. He's this high? Above, like, I'm trying to think of other Dokkan Fest released during, like, that time frame. Like, we'll see, but I'm actually surprised Slug sold that well. Like, Slug is 12 on the list of 22 banners. I mean, I guess it's not like that high, but okay. LR Ultimate Gohan. Slug sold better than LR Ultimate Gohan. That Ultimate Gohan, man, I think he was one of the characters that I think he fell a little flat. Again, a lot of the characters this year were good, especially on release. And LR Ultimate Gohan is another one of these characters where he was good. I just feel like he just fell flat a little with his design overall, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, he is just a yellow coin LR as well, compared to him having a like a carnival type of banner, right? But still, okay. Namek Vegeta, Topo, first one Frieza, Cell Max, yeah, like Slug sold better than Cell Max. Cell Max actually. Again, Cell Max is right before Teki Goku, though. Like, this guy, being fair, he was right before Tanabata. I would have still expected Cell Max to sell better, though, given that this is a pity banner. Well, maybe it is because of how easy the Yellow Coin LR pity is, that, well, even then, it's like Slug still sold really well. And I guess, but Slug was, like, right before, like, December, though. Like, he was in a spot where you could low-key safely summon for Slug, but not really a good recommendation. Oh boy, Rose Goku Black was the worst selling TUR. Then we had Buhan Roshi. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Rose. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, firstly, this banner is really bad. Really, really bad. This banner was so bad. Oh my god, look at this banner, dog. No, this is, oh god, dude, this banner came out in July. No, it came out in June. This banner came out in June of last year, bro. That's like, this banner's like, the thing is that this is 223 characters that we have, like, oh my goodness, I don't know. Wow. What a banner. What a character. He got buffed, bro. It's Rose Goku Black. And he sold 20, dude. That just shows you. This is what I was talking about, where it's like, sometimes the character kits could really influence. Like, you would expect this guy, like, Slug sold better than this guy. Topo. Like, I would expect this guy, like, at 12, honestly. Like, my personal expectation was, like, I would have still thought Rose sold, like, decently well. At least, you know, 15, maybe at most. At least, but 20. Whew. Ah, poor guy. Ginyu Squad and then Gohan and Piccolo both are the lowest selling banners. Gohan and Piccolo. I mean, I think a big issue about Gohan and Piccolo is the fact that the Saiyan Saga team, like, you know, was not really that great. We see Scouter Vegeta was actually all the way up here. And I guess at the end of the day, like, maybe it's because he's like just a Saiyan. It's Vegeta. I mean, this is the return of Saiyan Day Vegeta too. This is where this guy came back. There's also pity on this banner too, so maybe that could help. Like, maybe they made more money because of pity system. Would that be it? Like on the Dokkan Fest with pity? Because like, well, no, Buhan's down here. Well, Buhan's right before New Year's though. I wonder if like pity had anything to do with this, or maybe the worldwide sales were about to end. Well, I don't know if that would even count for Vegeta Namek. I don't think so, because the sales would have ended before his banner dropped. Roasted that low. It's a little sad, but it's, I mean, it's OGDB. I love OGDB so much. I think OGDB needs more banners, but I mean, it's Dokkan Fest Roshi. Okay. But we can definitely definitively say, dude, Namek Saga, basically, huh? It's all Namek Saga right here. This guy actually came back here, which is really funny. Actually, this banner is really funny in hindsight, because like if you skip these two, and then you could have summoned on this banner and gotten like multiple characters from this year, and there's guaranteed featured. Wow, that's actually like, that's really funny. This is like the equivalent of if like worldwide return, no, like this is like the equivalent of worldwide return like UI Goku, and then like Beast Gohan on the same banner for Yellow Corn LRs. Right? The characters I released this year. Let me bring up Ginyu's banner. Ginyu was a very unfortunate release. Very unfortunate release. Kid Gohan and Piccolo, also very unfortunate release. Like, this guy doesn't have a team. This guy, Saiyan Saga, sucks. At least Scouter Vegeta, he could be used in other teams. Like, you can get away with this guy. He's not restricted to a category. He's not great though, but like you could still use this guy in places. Those other units though, not really. I mean, you could use Gohan, Piccolo, and Slug's team, but yeah, Namek Vegeta over Cell, Max, and Buhan. I mean, yeah, though it is interesting. Like again, Buhan, I would have thought Buhan would have sold better as well, personally. And like these two, they feel low, right? Rose feels low, but I mean that shows you the influence of these banners being right before these big celebrations too. Anyways, I think for the most part, a lot of it makes sense, right? A lot of it's just really cool to see. Just wanted to go ahead and talk about it. But let me know what y'all think. Thanks y'all for watching. I'll catch you next time.